Hey guys, today's video is going to be all about my May favorites. I don't do favorites videos every month, obviously. I haven't even done one since like February, I think. I honestly don't spend enough money to buy enough products each month to talk about. A few of these things that I'm going to talk about are probably things that you've seen me use in videos that are like 2 months old, just because, like I said, I don't do favorites videos every month. So some of them are brand new, some of them are a little bit older, but I just wanted to talk about them because I still love them like even 2 months later. So I'm just going to hop right into it, and I'm going to start with something that I am so excited about. Like, I kind of just want to cry a little bit. A few weeks ago, I got a message from Smith Cosmetics asking if they could send me a set of their brushes, and I was like, hell yeah! These aren't all of them that I have, but these are my favorites out of the set. You guys, I can't even like begin to describe how amazing these brushes are. I'm not being paid to make this video or talk about them or anything like that. They just sent me these for free, and I wanted to tell you guys that they were sent to me. I didn't buy them, but it's not like a sponsored video or anything like that. They have 4 blending brushes. They're all super soft. So this is what they look like. This one right here is the 232. It's just a really nice big fluffy brush. I like to use this one to place colors in the crease and just like kind of use it to blend out a transition color, like a light tan. This one right here is a 230 brush. It's kind of a round, more circular, densely packed blending brush. And this one right here is the 247, also just a really nice crease brush. And then this one over here is kind of slightly tapered like the 232 is. This one's the 235. It just gets right in your crease really nicely. So this tiny brush right here is the 202. It's just a really tiny kind of detail brush, and I like to use it for eyeliner, like gel eyeliner. And they sent me a few face brushes as well, but 2 of them stand out to me. And this one right here is the 112. I think this is supposed to be a powder contour brush. I like to use this with translucent loose powder to set my under eye concealer. And I also like to dip this in my highlighter and just like sweep it on my cheeks and down my nose. It does work really well as a powder contour brush as well. I will tell you in just a second why I don't use this one for powder contour. That is because I use this one for powder contour. This is the Smith 115. So I went to use it with my powder contour because I was looking at it and I was like, this looks like the perfect shape to get like right under your cheek. So I tried it with contouring and I fell in love with it. It's my favorite brush that I've ever used for powder contouring. So yeah, I'm still planning on doing my favorite cheaper and then more high-end brushes videos, but that might take a couple weeks. I don't know if I've talked about this very much on my channel, but Quinn and I moved back down with my parents after I graduated college in March, so we've been living here for the past couple months because we picked out an apartment that we really wanted to move into, but it's not ready until June, which is in a week. So we've been living with my parents for the past couple months, like waiting for this apartment to get ready. So we're moving in next week, and I still have like a bunch of makeup in boxes and some brushes in boxes, so I might have to wait until we move into our new place finally and get like everything unpacked before I do the videos. But I don't know, so it might be a couple of weeks, but I'm definitely gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to some face products. I've mentioned these next 2 in, I think it was my favorite products for pale skin video. And this first thing right here is the Ofra Cosmetics Liquid Foundation in Porcelain. I've been looking forever for a white foundation, and Ofra reached out to me like a month ago and just asked if they could send me some stuff. So I went on their website and I picked out like 10 different things for them to send me. By the way, sometimes companies will send me things that I just don't like at all, so I just won't talk about them. So if companies send me things and I talk about them, it's because I truly really like them and I want you guys to know about them. Okay, so yeah, this is the Liquid Foundation in Porcelain. It's just a white foundation. This is a lifesaver for pale people. I'm telling you, if you guys find it really hard to find foundations that are like light enough for you, this is the way to go. Trust me, it can make any foundation just match your skin perfectly. But if you mix too much of this in with your foundation, it will kind of make your foundation look a little bit too greasy. So I found that if you mix 1/3 of this with like 2/3 foundation, that's the perfect ratio. Also from Ofra Cosmetics, which this is something that I don't know when the last time I was this excited about a makeup product was. And this is the Ofra Illuminating Blush Stripes. If I can get it open without breaking it. Oh my god, I would die. Did you guys, by the way, see Nikki Tutorials, one of her latest videos where she broke her Mary Luminizer? I was so sad for her. I was like, oh my god. A moment of silence for your loss. But essentially it's just like really shimmery colors. Most of them are blushes, and there's this bronzer down here. This one right here is amazing for pale skin. And I'm pretty sure it would look good on darker skin too, but it might look a little too strong of a highlight. But if that's your thing, by all means, you do it. You do your thing. It is super light, but it doesn't look like extremely crazy on the face. It's just a really nice highlight that actually shows up on pale skin, and you guys know that that is hard to find. You guys, I actually took my Becca Moonstone back because I got this, and I liked this more. And that is saying something, because Becca Moonstone is like one of those things that everyone is going crazy about. I really liked it too, but I was just thinking one day, I was like, I reach for this more than I reach for my Becca Moonstone, and I spent like $42 on that, so I should probably take it back and get something that I'm actually going to use. Oh my god! I didn't even realize that you could lift this up and there's a mirror underneath. I'm so happy right now. I also like mixing this with this top one. It's kind of a more pink, kind of really light blush color, and it just gives you more of a champagne rather than just like an almost stark white highlight. So if you're into that, that's kind of cool. I don't use these ones down here just because I don't like shimmery blushes or bronzers, but these two up here, they're amazing. And I'm not sure off the top of my head how much these two guys run for, but I do have a coupon code for 30% off. It's just my name, it's Kayla Hagee, and that'll get you 30% off. This is not an affiliate link. Like, I don't get money or commission off of you guys using that code. I just really believe in these products, and I think that you guys will like them. So, I mean, why would I not give you the option of getting 30% off? So I have two more face products. This one right here is the NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette. They sent me, I swear, this whole video is gonna be like, they sent me this, but no, I think this is the last thing that I got sent. Maybe. I got that huge NYX box like a month ago, so there might be a few things in here from that. Just sorry about it. I only use a few of these in here, but this yellow tone right here is perfect for concealing redness. Like, I will apply this to just kind of get rid of like any blemishes or redness around my nose or anything like that, and it does an amazing job. This one over here is good for concealing under eye bags and like purple areas that are under your eyes. I use this one just like after everything is on my face, like my foundation, concealer, everything, and there's just a couple stubborn spots that I really want to conceal. I'll put this over them just because it's my skin tone. And then I have been playing around with cream contouring lately. I know that's crazy because I always talk about how I really don't like cream contouring, but this is a pretty good shade. It's a little bit dark, but if you just use a little bit, then, you know, it's okay. It is kind of hard and like thick and kind of hard to work with and a little bit drying. And a lot of people have said to mix some oil in with it and that it makes it a lot creamier and easier to blend out. So I am going to try that, but this is in the shade Light, by the way. Okay, for the last face product, it is the Naked Skin Urban Decay Concealer. I heard so many people like crapping their pants over this lately, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it out. This is what I bought after I returned my Becca Moonstone because I'm almost out of my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and you guys know that is my holy grail concealer, and I just love it like a child. I don't know, I kind of might like this more. It says it's weightless complete coverage concealer, and that is 100% exactly what it is. It feels like you're not caking a bunch of product on your face, which is great. It doesn't crease under your eyes. I use this to highlight. I don't really use it to spot conceal just because this is the lightest shade. It's called Fair Neutral, and it is lighter than my skin tone, so if I were to go in and use this over my blemishes, then it would kind of like highlight them, and I don't want to do that. But this is just amazing for under eye concealer and highlighting. If I could go back in time and put this in my favorite products for fair skin video, I would do that. Okay, I'm going to move on to eyes. I'm going to start with the eyeshadow palettes. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette. I don't know if it's called eye contour palette or just eye palette because it says both on the front. I'm just gonna go with the eye palette. I bought this about a month ago when I was in the mall waiting for my computer to get fixed, and Sephora was right next door to the Apple store. Just kind of like gravitated into there, and then I saw this and I was like, I need this. If you guys have tried Kat Von D's palettes before, you'll know that her eyeshadows are just super creamy and like buttery, I guess that's the best way to describe them, and they just blend really nice. These are just really great eyeshadows that I have been using this palette, I'm not kidding, every day since I bought it. Maybe with the exception of like 3 days over the past month and a half or so, however long I've had it. It's just really wonderful and I love it. Next up is something that I got a couple months ago. It's a Suva Beauty Pro palette. I did a video with this like a couple months ago and you guys can go watch that if you want to like see more like swatches and stuff. I also have a blog post on it if you guys missed that. I was sent this by Shayna. She is the founder of Suva Beauty. My favorite thing about it is that there are matte shadows and shimmery shadows, and just look at the colors in here. Like, you can't find a palette that has this amount of like really great neutral colors like this and these over here, and then like really fun, bright, colorful colors too. It's just an amazing mixture, and I'm so glad that there's matte and shimmers, and equal amounts, by the way. I can't even like describe to you guys how pigmented these eyeshadows are. Let me just, I guess I'll try since we're here. That is one swatch. Let's do that right there. I still can't get over it. Sometimes I just sit here and swatch these and I'm like, what kind of witchcraft went into this? I don't know. This blue here is so beautiful. Angels are singing right now. I can't remember exactly how much this palette is. I know it's a little bit more spendy, but it is because it's just amazing high quality eyeshadows. And I actually met Shayna at IMATS. I just went over the past weekend. She's like the sweetest person, and I was really, really glad that I was able to meet her. Okay, so next up is the NYX Wonder Pencil. This is in the color Light. This is just the perfect color for your waterline. It's not too white, but it's the perfect, just barely lighter than your skin tone nude, so it just really brightens up your eyes. Also from NYX is this tinted brow mascara. This is in the color Brunette. I always stayed away from brow mascaras because I always thought that my brows weren't full enough to work well with this kind of product, but this has changed my eyebrow life. I'm not kidding. This just does a really great job of filling in your eyebrows if you do have a significant amount of hair. You don't have to have like super bushy brows or like perfectly sculpted shaped brows to be able to, you know, like use this product. I don't, obviously. I have some like bald patches in my eyebrows, but this really helps to kind of disguise those and cover them, and it keeps your eyebrows in place like all day. I do wear the Anastasia Dip Brow over the top of it most days, just because I feel like that kind of helps define my eyebrows just a little bit more. But if I'm in a hurry, I will use this product just by itself. I'm just really excited to finally find a drugstore brow product that doesn't suck. Another favorite from NYX is the Prismatic Eyeshadows, and I have 3 of these. This one is in Bedroom Eyes. These are probably my favorite drugstore eyeshadows that I have. So that's just one swatch, like I barely dipped my finger in it and then just ran it across my hand. But I'm gonna do it again just because you guys didn't get to see it in action, so here we go. It's amazing. So I'm not a huge mascara junkie, but Pony Cosmetics recently came out with a mascara called the White Knight. I've been using this, I think, in the past couple tutorials maybe, or maybe they haven't gone up yet, but whoops. So it comes with 2 brushes. So this is what it looks like, and it's really interesting because it has a brush for volume and then a brush for length. It says in the instructions that you're supposed to start with this volume one right here and apply that first, and it'll just make your eyelashes look more voluminous and thick. And then after that dries or whatever, you're supposed to use this length brush, and it's just supposed to make your eyelashes longer. But I've been wearing this for the past couple of weeks and I really, really like it. I don't start with the volume just because if I do that, I feel like it makes my eyelashes too thick and like a little bit clumpy. What I like to do, I found what works best for me, is I like to start with the length brush and then just add a tiny bit of the volume. So I just kind of do it backwards, I guess. I'm wearing this today and I'm not wearing fake eyelashes. I usually do in like every single video, but I feel like I can wear this and get away with not wearing false eyelashes, and my eyelashes will look pretty good by themselves. My favorite thing about this mascara is that it isn't waterproof, but it doesn't smudge on your eyelid. And I found that every single mascara that's not waterproof pretty much smudges on my upper eyelid. This does not do that. And that being said, not being waterproof, it's a lot easier to remove. Like, it just comes off like nothing. Next up is a Lit Cosmetics glitter. I have quite a few of these because I'm a lit promoter on Instagram. This one is called Champagne Wishes. So this is what it looks like. It looks kind of primarily like a white gold color, but it has some kind of flecks of like silver and just really pretty iridescent colors in it. This is my favorite kind of everyday glitter to wear. I don't wear it every day by any means. Like, I'm not the kind of person that wears glitter every day, but it is just so beautiful all over the lid, and you can wear any kind of color eyeshadow underneath it and it'll kind of like transform to the eyeshadow. So now I'm going to move on to the lips, and the first one I'm going to talk about is this Sephora cream lip stain in 09. So I really like the Sephora cream lip stains. They're not super expensive. I think they're like $13. They're just one of the more comfortable lip stains that I've found. They don't last as long as, say, like the Anastasia ones in my opinion, but they are really comfortable. Anyways, it's just a really beautiful kind of pinky coral color. And it's just perfect for summer. Speaking of liquid lipsticks, this is also from Ofra Cosmetics, which was sent to me. By the way, I paid for this, just so you know. This is in the color Mocha, and that is what that looks like. I'm sorry, you guys, these are like the ugliest swatches ever. But it actually is just a really nice kind of brown nude with a tiny like bit of pink undertone. It really does remind me of the Sephora cream lip stains too, because it's more like kind of a thick cream consistency. Doesn't last very long like the Sephora ones, maybe like 4 hours or so, and you'll have to touch both of these up after you eat. But that's totally fine. Like, in my opinion, them being more comfortable is more important than them lasting a really long time. Okay, so the next lip products, I have 3 of pretty much the same thing. So these are Maybelline lipsticks. I think these ones are the matte formulation. They're definitely the matte ones. I think they're called like creamy matte or something like that. So this one over here is Daringly Nude, and then this one is Mesmerizing Magenta. So that's what those look like. The Daringly Nude has been one of my favorite nude lipsticks to wear lately. That is the magenta one, just a really beautiful fun color. They are matte, but they're not super drying, and they're not like moisturizing or anything, but they definitely do feel really... There's a hair. Come back to me. They definitely do feel really nice and creamy on your lips. And then I have this other Maybelline one, which is the new Vivids formulation. I think that's what it's called. This is in the color Vibrant Mandarin. And I used this in my, I think, Bright Coral Eyes and Lips tutorial. And it's just so pretty. So there it is right there. It's kind of like a coral orange hybrid. So I'm just gonna call it Corange. Okay, so next up is another NYX product. And it is a high voltage lipstick, and this is in the color Stone. It's just a really nice kind of grayish lipstick. So there's that one right there. It's a really creamy consistency. It is just really slightly like satin, but these high voltage lipsticks and their soft matte lip creams are like my hands down favorite drugstore lip products. Maybe even like my top 3 favorite lip products of all time, including high-end. One thing that I hate about these with like a fiery passion is that the lids always pop off. I'm sure if you guys have these, you will say the same thing, but I mean, they're great products and I wouldn't not buy them just because of that. Okay, I think this is the last thing that I'm going to talk about. I'm pretty sure this is like a 45-minute video by now. Sorry about it. It is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, speaking of which, in the color London. So that's London right there at the top. It's kind of a brown nude, like a super light brown nude with just a tiny bit of like a warm undertone. I wore this both days at IMATS over the weekend and it did not budge. I'm not kidding. I think I had to reapply it like once after eating lunch, but it barely just started to fade off. And these aren't like liquid lipsticks or like long-lasting lip stains or anything like that. They're not supposed to be. They're not marketed as that. But this is just probably my favorite all-time drugstore lip product just because it's so creamy. It's completely matte, like it dries completely matte on your lips and it stays for a long time, even though it's not like a lip stain. All right, you guys, so that's all my favorites for the past like month of May and a little bit before that too. I feel bad that like most of these products were sent to me, but I feel like you guys probably trust me by now that I wouldn't lie to you about products. And these are just things that I've really been enjoying and I want you guys to know about. So that being said, remember that I have that coupon code for the Ofra if you guys are interested and there's some things you want to check out. Oh, these, you can use it on the lipstick too, by the way. Anything on their website, you can get 30% off. I'm trying to think if there's any like non-beauty favorites that I've had this month. Oh, okay. Quinn and I have been binge watching Third Rock from the Sun. It's on Netflix and I'd never seen it. Like when it was out in the 90s, I think it was when it came out. I never watched it, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. It is so freaking funny. Like John Lithgow is my man. He's my main dude. If you guys haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's just one of the funniest shows that I've seen in a while. I don't really have anything else to say, so that was it for my favorites for the month of May. And I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what your favorites were because I love hearing your recommendations. You guys always have really great things to tell me, so thank you for that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you have a great day and I will see you later. Bye!